Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video here today, a little bit of a different one from a channel called Simp Saver Sam, titled Men Don't Hold Back Against Woke People. Let's jump right into it.
Ask a trans person the gender of their pet, and then ask them how they can tell.
Girl. Because of her parts. She had ovaries.
Got 'em.
Now, guys, as we can see, this quote-unquote woman right here is identifying her cat as a girl because of her female parts, yet if a guy says the same thing to her, of course, she would be infuriated and call him names.
Climate activist Greta Thunberg has been arrested twice in the Netherlands. Thunberg was detained along with several other protesters who tried to block a major highway into The Hague. Hours later, she was released by police and was rearrested when she rejoined the protest against fossil fuel subsidies. Thunberg, who is now 21 years old, explained her actions, saying, quote, "We are in a planetary emergency."
Exactly. These women think that blocking the road and preventing people from going to work and doing their job will solve this quote-unquote planetary emergency. It just shows how uneducated and narcissistic these women actually are.
What threat to your community does Donald Trump pose?
Anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ, actually trying to reverse rights for women. And
What rights for women?
the right to control their body.
Because how would you define a woman?
I would define a woman as anyone who says that they're a woman.
So rights would not really be then women, because if somebody who can't have...
I mean, you can play semantics games on how you want to describe things, but I did say that anyone who has a uterus to be able to, control their body.
So he's not really against women's rights, he's against... Then what's a woman?
I don't want to argue that point with you.
No worries. Take care, good luck, thank you. Well, wasn't that weird?
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just
It is absolute bullcrap. As we always say, having a debate with women of this generation is just a big headache. You might as well just talk to animals instead. It's a complete waste of time. At least they will hear you out.
Hey!
What, you worried I'm gonna stain your f***ing signs that are telling lies to people? Oh, I'm so sorry. God! Kids still can't change their gender. We fucking tried to talk to you, assholes. I just tried to talk to you. You alright, then? I think we're good. Just, we try to keep it. If you enjoy getting the stain out. Hi.
Hello. Could you please not do that?
Why?
Because this is our stuff.
Can you please not do this?
We're allowed to table here. We actually have a permit.
Yeah?
Yeah, we do.
I'm not touching you. I'm grabbing your phone.
Well, that's yeah. You can't touch his phone.
I'm not touching your phone.
Yeah.
I'm covering the camera.
Okay.
You're not touching it. Why are you here?
Because we have a right to be here. Why are you here?
Because I have a right to be here. Kids.
Okay, so why are you damaging our stuff?
See, guys, this is the type of man women nowadays want you to be. A weak, obedient puppet that they can use and manipulate whenever they feel or want to.
You said whites are the most violent and oppressive people.
Well, yeah.
That's what you said in your film.
And if you're going to go back
So that
to
would seem to me that
statistics point that out too.
Really? Well,
Yes.
the Chinese were massacring Chinese and other races long before they'd ever met a white person. Attila the Hun wasn't white. It's the same in the subcontinent if you go back hundreds of years as well. The genocide in Rwanda was black on black. So is the Congo, which is the capital of the world.
When it comes to education, the whole system needs to change.
But well, let me look at education. Let's look at the figures on education. 33% of white kids go to university or further education. 37% of black kids go to university or further education. 67% of Indian kids go to university or further education. 76% of Chinese kids go to university or further education.
What an idiot!
May I remind you that these same uneducated individuals are constantly pushing an agenda and expect you to listen to them, yet they don't even know what they are talking about. It is absolutely insane.
I'm a mother from Rhode Island who was sued by the teachers union simply because I wanted to know what my kindergartner would be learning in school. I asked to see the curriculum and my school told me I had to submit a public records request. The curriculum wasn't posted online and it wasn't available in a school district. Then I asked them if they were teaching gender theory, and they told me that they don't call children boys and girls, and they embed the values of gender identity into every classroom, including kindergarten, and they didn't want to answer any of my questions further. And when I did submit the public records request that they told me to submit, and I submitted hundreds because I had hundreds of questions, my school board then put my name on the agenda of a public school board meeting and held a public school board meeting to discuss suing me for submitting the request that they told me to submit.
The story you've told indicates that they are bullies. They are bullies. They're supposed to be stopping bullying in the schools, but they themselves are role models for bullies.
Those teachers that this woman is describing are using their position to insert their views and opinions into other people's lives. And who gets punished for that? Well, it's not the teachers, that's for sure.
Guys, do you support the Tibetans?
Fuck you, racist.
Do you support them? How do you feel to the Dalai Lama says that they should all the refugees should go on back?
Leave us alone.
Leave us alone.
You're actually assaulting us now.
I'm insulting you.
Yeah, go away.
Just
Go
one
away.
question. Do you support the Tibetans here?
Go away.
Do you know what the Dalai Lama said?
Go away.
The Dalai Lama says that the refugees should go back to their house, their home countries. Do you support that? Are you with or against the Tibetans?
You're getting in our personal space
There
now.
you go. Don't touch my.
Piss off then.
That's assault.
Then piss off.
That's assault.
Space.
There you go.
Get
Don't touch my.
piss off then.
You got the assault on camera?
That wasn't assault.
That's assault.
You were harassing
No,
us.
that's assault. I'm saying.
Self-defense.
No.
Self-defense.
Please.
Self-defense.
Is that why you assaulted me?
No, it's not why. I didn't.
Why'd you assault me?
That one assaulted you.
Look, you're going to do it. You're going to assault him as well.
What is it?
Are you
What's
gonna,
the leg-
are you,
tell us what the
are you going? Are you
legislation
going to
is.
assault him as
Tell
well?
us what the legislation
I'm telling.
is.
The legislation is that you're not allowed to assault somebody.
Under what act? What
Assault.
statute? Victorian or Commonwealth? You know nothing.
There is no right for any of you,
No,
even if you don't like my
just
opinion,
get
is to
quiet and
assault
go away.
anyone. I got on camera. I got assaulted. I want to report it.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. Do you know where the Melbourne East Police Station
Oh,
is?
you're not going to take us. You've got her here. I've
Who?
got this girl. You can take her ID so that at least when I'll go to the police station after this.
What's happened?
I've got on camera where she's pushed and grabbed my microphone, which is a common assault.
I'm not in a position to take a report here. You can go to the Melbourne East Police Station, Burke Street,
I've
and
got
you can report it
the
there.
girl here.
No, you heard what the sergeant said?
So you're saying you're not going to take her ID?
You heard what he said? You go to the Melbourne police station and report it.
It is so absurd that women like her are not getting punished for what they are doing. And by the way, guys, these are the same women who will turn around and wonder where all of the good men have gone.
Trans women should not compete in female sports.
Society looks at the whole binary. Oh, this trans woman was once a man, so of course she's going to always have the agility that a cisgender woman can't. There are some cisgender women who have higher level of testosterone.
Are you sure about that?
There will be anomalies of very strong women and things like that. But we've known for all of human existence that men are stronger and have more physical capacity than women.
That's been the societal constructive.
If I go down to the street and I pick 100 men and 100 women and I say fight each other right now or play tug of war, something like that, who is going to win? The men are going to win. Statistically, we know this to be true. The science is very much definitive.
I would just say there's a cognitive dissonance within science that still needs to be worked out around it. So go ahead, I'm sorry.
I would disagree about the cognitive dissonance in science. I think it's very cut and clear, though, as far as men and their physical advantages, where women have other advantages.
And this, guys, is an example of a weak individual who got manipulated by the agenda of the left, trying to debunk nature and science with their quote-unquote cognitive dissonance. It is so hilarious.
Why does it matter if 10 people want to be a gender studies major and it matters to them? Like, not everyone can be a lawyer, not everyone can be a doctor. There needs to be some people, and you know what? Yeah, it sucks that some people do go to college and get a degree and then they end up not in a workforce for that. But I don't think that has to do with like college was a scam. It's more like maybe that just wasn't the path for them, or that life choice was just too hard to get for them. But some people are able to go to college and get a degree and use it, and that is super important, because imagine if no doctors went to college, they're just like, I think I can do it.
Well, of course,
like,
doctors and lawyers need credentialing, right? But
So college.
Well, less than 5% of all people that go to college end up studying medicine or in legal. The vast majority go into soft social sciences, communications, or the humanities. So you're in college, or have been, is that correct?
Yeah.
Are you forced to take classes that you think are a waste of time?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
you know what?
Hold on. So they're taking your money and they're forcing you that they're a waste of time. That's kind of scammy, right?
Oh, I think that some classes
Ooh, some. So you have to probably go in debt, right?
depends.
Okay. Are you
on
going?
what college you go
into?
to
Are you
and-
going into debt?
No.
Okay, well, that's good.
I picked a school that actually offered me a scholarship.
Oh,
and
so
I
someone
picked a
else is
school
paying
that
for your
was
college.
good. Oh, I don't know. Depends on me. I mean, that's
No, I'm
a
sorry,
school
that's
that wanted
fine.
to give me an opportunity. But that's not what we're talking
What women like her don't understand, guys, is these quote-unquote gender studies degrees are, in the grand scheme of things, completely and utterly useless. And if anything, they will add them digits to the unemployment rate.
What is a woman? How would you define it?
Asking?
You can't define something by asking something. What would be your definition?
Well, when you say you can't define something by asking, that's like saying we did not know what the color purple was before we ground some snails in the Roman Empire.
But what is the definition?
Why? What color is the sky?
Blue.
Okay, sure, everyone says that, but some people's blues look different. They could hear the sky's blue, but it looks the same as the green of the trees. It's objective by the individual.
If it's blue, it's blue. You might see it differently. That doesn't mean it's not blue.
Exactly. You can see it differently. Doesn't mean it's not blue. I can look at someone and they say they're a woman. It's like, I see it differently. Doesn't mean they're not.
So, objectively, what is a woman?
Whatever they want it to be.
But that would be doing a subjective answer.
Yeah.
So, objectively...
Objectively, it's subjective.
What did that just mean?
I can't even fathom to try and process what that guy has just said. It does not make any sense at all, just like the propaganda that they are actually following.
Are you a feminist?
I wasn't before, but I think I am now, because I do support the dogs and cats needing homes, and I think it's a lot of sheltered animals out here, and who better to give these lovely creatures a home? I'm tired of seeing the SPA on TV. Call this number now, in the arms of the angel. You know, feminists aren't exactly angels, but they can give these animals a home and they can find some comfort there. So yes, I'm an advocate of feminism.
That's beautiful.
Q, how can we support you in this great and noble endeavor to make sure that every feminist in the United States has a kitty cat?
And to answer your question, Andrew, we can donate for all the cats and dogs. Any feminists out there who want to donate, just donate. Call the number 1-800-PATRIARCHY for pets.
I love it. That's beautiful. Patriarchy for Pets, PFP.
I want to be on the board of Patriarchy for Pets.
Absolutely,
That sounds
Andrew.
awesome.
You've been hired.
Awesome.
Brian, you want to join?
I'm right there. I'm on the team.
Bitch, I see what you did there. I know.
What an absolute Chad, by the way.
Racism is systemic. Racism is people enacting power over other people. The global system of white supremacy has white people at the top and black people at the bottom.
I'm writing this down. This is good stuff.
It's colonialism. It's many centuries of white supremacy. In that sense, white people are the only group capable of enacting racism.
Anybody could be racist. Racists don't have a color.
It's had to all derive from something. It just wasn't something people are born with. It had to be learned. It had to be taught.
Where did you learn your definition of racism?
Sociology classes. I majored in sociology.
I disagree.
If he learned the definition of racism from the same type of teachers as those women from the previous clip we're talking about, then his degree, money, time, and brain have been completely wasted.
A woman that goes into the gym and you ask yourself, like, why does every man stare at me? Why don't I get approached by these men? Is something wrong with me? I'm gonna tell you the answer. I'm not being delulu. This is just facts. I know it, and I've heard it from men saying why they don't approach me.
This is because they are not ready to risk getting their lives ruined by you.
The reason why you are not getting approached is because these men see you as a woman with high value. A lot of men just want to have fun. So they go and push themselves on women that they think don't have high value. This is the truth. Like, I'm trying to be kind, but that is the truth. If you are not getting approached in a place where everyone's breaking their necks to stare at you, they know that if they approach you, you will hurt their ego. And they know that you are better than them. Men can sense if a woman is better than them, and that intimidates them. That just makes them scared, like, oh shit, like, no woman can be better than me. And personally, I take this as a compliment if I'm out in public getting a lot of stares.
No, that is not the case at all. Men are not approaching you because your value and what you provide is not worth the trouble that they would get into.
I'm a retired person. I do about 3 or 4 days a week.
Like, how's working when you're retarded?
Retired.
But is it hard or, I mean,
Retired?
because Liechtenstein will maybe isolate some more from their workforce. But I feel like in America, is it much more accepting of retarded people?
Retired. Yeah. It's easy. When you're retired, when you're done with your work, I mean, it's easy because I have Social Security and I have money saved up.
What do you think? Do you think it's easier being retarded?
Why do you keep saying that? What do you mean by... spell the word you just said to me. What's the word you just said to me? I mean, are you trolling me there, big
English?
guy?
No, it's...
Come on, where are you from, buddy?
Wow, you can't you're not allowed to film people without their permission.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah? Is that true?
Yeah, it's so true,
really?
yeah.
Anything more about Liechtenstein you want to tell me? What's the capital of Liechtenstein?
Andouche.
Andouche? Andouche? You are like the worst comic ever, man. You really suck. So what part of Des Moines are you from? A little closer. You're kicking my coffee there, dude. Oh, sorry.
Apparently, well, this is what. So this is what happens when you engage sometimes with the retarded people, you know.
All these woke individuals do is call others who don't agree with them names, and then they expect you to listen to them, which of course is not going to happen.
What do you think about Charlie Kirk being on your campus today?
To be honest, not really a fan. I don't agree with him, TBH.
What would you say is the biggest thing you don't agree with him on?
He seems a little transphobic, I'm not gonna lie.
What is the most transphobic thing you've heard him say?
I couldn't tell you.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
There is nothing that Charlie Kirk has said here that can be called out as transphobic, but of course, they can't really say that. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, remember to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.